So let's move on to the next, that is question number 5. As in the previous video we saw the sum number 4th, where it was two or more than two linear equation containing the same symbol, it was less than equal to. And here again, here we have more than two linear inequation, but when you will see the connectivity is same, that is less greater than equal to greater than equal to greater than equal to. So for this sum there are three linear inequation, and what about these two? They are the condition. And for this sum we have to find the minimized value of z, as z is 8x plus 10y. Okay, now here we have the first linear inequation, that is 2x plus y greater than equal to 7. As I had already prepared the table, simply I will explain this part. So first you will write the inequation, then you will convert this inequation into corresponding equation. There are two ways to find your point x comma y. One by converting into double intercept form, or first you will put the value of y as 0, where you will get the value of x. When y is 0, 2 will come down. So 7 upon 2 is what? 3.5. So here we got the first point, that is a 3.5 comma 0. Then you will replace the value of x by 0. So clearly we can see that y is what? 7. So here we got the second point. The second linear inequation is what? 2x plus 3y greater than equal to 15. We'll convert this linear inequation into corresponding equation, that is 2x plus 3y equal to 15. First you will replace the value of y by 0. Okay, so when you will replace the value of y by 0, this 2 will come down. So 15 upon 2 is what? 7.5. So here we got the third point also. When you will replace the value of x by 0, so this 3 will come down. So y value of y will be what? 5. So we'll give this point as t 0 comma 5. Y greater than equal to 5, as it contain only one variable, so its corresponding equation will be what? Y equal to 2. As it is y equal to 2, so we know that the line will pass through 2, but it will be parallel to x-axis, and here the point will be what? 0 comma 2, as it lies in the on the y-axis. So here the coordinate will be what? 0 comma 2. Remember this. Okay, so in exercise there are 3-4 sum where you will see that y greater than equal to 5, somewhere it will be y less than equal to 5, x less than equal to 4. Okay, before this y and x they will give like this 0. So whenever you have like this 0 to 5, it means it is a range where y it lies between 0 to 5. It is a range where y x lies between 0 to 4. Whenever this condition it is given in a question, it means what? Actually it means it is y less than equal to 5. No need of considering this section, no need of taking this part, that is 0 less than equal to. Okay, as we know that 0 means what? It does not have any value, so leave this section. So remember, whenever you have 0 on the left hand side and x or y lies between these two number, so no need of taking this part. It does not have any value, any connection in the sum. So the meaning of this is what? Actually it is equal to less than equal to 4. Okay, one more, I will take one example. If it says that 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 6, actually the meaning of 0 less than equal to 6, it means what? Actually it is x less than equal to 6 only. So there are 2 3 sums in the example where you will see the value of x and y will lies between the two number. So whenever the left hand side is 0, so no need of taking this part, it means actually it is x less than equal to 6 only. Okay, remember this point. As in the exercise there are 2 3 sum where the pattern of the question will be in this form. Okay, so now, so that's why I had explained this part. Okay, so now so for y greater than equal to 5 we'll convert, we'll write as y equal to 2. As y equal to 2 means what, the coordinate of x will be what, 0. So we'll take the new point as e 0 comma 2. It means what, x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Okay, so non-origin side means what, we'll replace the value of x and y by 0. So 0 plus 0 greater than 7, so that means 0 greater than 7. Out of this two condition, one condition should satisfy, as clearly we can see that 0 is not equal to 7 or it is neither greater than 7, so it is non-origin side. Here also 0 plus 0 greater than 15, so 0 greater than equal to 15, so 0 is neither equal or nor greater, again it is non-origin side. Here also same, 0 greater than equal to 5. Okay, as here also it does not satisfy both the condition. Out of these two, at least one condition should satisfy, so then only we can write origin side. If it does not satisfy any one condition, so you will write non-origin side. I hope you all understood the concept. Okay, so now after this, for this two part you will write first quadrant. Now we'll move on to the next step, number 2. As here we have the point. Okay, so the first point is what, a 3.5 comma 0. Clearly we can see that the value of x is what, the greater value is 7.5, so till 8 will take on the x-axis, and for y it is 7, highest value is 7, so on y also will take till 8. So as here we have the single digit number, so we will take scale on both the axes as 1 centimeter equals to 1 unit. So the first point is what, 3.5, so it lies here. We'll give this as a 3.5 comma 0. The next is b 0 comma 7, b 0 comma 7. We'll join this two point. Okay, so you will write as 2x plus y equal to 7. Yes or no? 2x plus y equal to 7. What is the next one? 7.5. So 7.5, it will lies where, it between 7 and 8. So c 7.5 comma 0, and d is what, 0 comma 5. D is what, 0 comma 5. So now we'll join this two point. So what was the second equation? It was 2x plus 3y equal to 15. Okay, now what is the third? Y equal to 2. So it means what, y equal to 2 means what, it will pass through y-axis, the line will pass through y-axis, yes or no, but it will be parallel to x, so this is y equal to 2. So again, so here the next part is to show the feasible region. As here we have lots of partition, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and we have to guess the proper feasible region where it will lies for this three linear in equation. So we'll take the help of scale now. Okay, so for the first, this is the first one. Greater than means outside the line the shaded portion will come. So 1 2 3 4, so this part it will cover this section, yes or no? For second, it will cover this section, yes or no? For first, this complete part. For this 2, and for this line it is greater than, that means outside, so this portion will come. So clearly we can see that for the first line, that is this section. For second, this part. And for third is this region. So clearly we can see that for all the three linear inequation, the common region it was this section, yes or no? So here we got the feasible region. In this way, with the help of scale, you can guess where our common region will lies. So this was the section, this was the feasible region for the three linear equation which was given. Okay, so here we got the first point, the second and the third corner point. So we'll give this as F and this as G, yes or no? So clearly we can see that here answer, I guess it is 2 4 something it is coming. Okay, yes or no? It is 2, no, actually it is not 2, it is somewhere around 1.5 I guess. Okay, so now to find the point of intersection between these two line, so we will write F is the point of intersection between 2x plus y equal to 7 and 2x plus 3y equal to 15. So therefore here we can clearly we can see that 2x is common, so we'll give this as equation number 1. Equation number 2, subtracting equation number 1 and equation number 2, so therefore 2x plus y equal to 7, 2x plus 3y equal to 15. So minus minus minus, 2x will get cancelled, so this part will be what, minus 2y, yes or no? Understood? The next part will be what, 7 minus 15 is minus 8, so minus get cancelled, so y equal to 8 by 2, y equal to is 4. We'll substitute y equal to 4 in equation number 1. So 2x plus y equal to 7, so 2x plus 4 equal to 7, so 2x equal to 7 minus 4, so 2x equals to 3, so therefore x equals to 3 by 2 means 1.5, yes or no? So here the point, that is 1.5 comma 4, as clearly we can see that this point lies between 1 and 2, so 1.5, and this was exact 4. Okay, so now we'll find the intersection between this two line. So we'll write G is the point of intersection between y equal to 2 and between this two, na, 2x plus 3y equal to 15. So for this two equation, no need of solving these two equations simultaneously. Simply substitute the value of y equal to 2 here. So 2x plus 3 into 2 equals to 15. So therefore 2x plus 6 equals to 15. So therefore 2x equal to 15 minus 6. Yes or no? So therefore 2x equals to 15 minus 6 is what? 9. So therefore x equals to 9 by 2, it is 4.5. So here we got 4.5 comma 2. Okay, and for this sum, the feasible region is what? BFG. So you will write, here only will write BG PFG is the feasible region. Yes or no? Okay, so here we got the point also. This was the intersection between these two line, and this was the intersection between these two line. Yes or no? Now the final step will be what? To find the value of z. Okay, so first point is what? B 0 comma 7. The second one is what? F 1.5 comma 4, and the G is what? 4.5 comma 2. So here we'll write corner points, and z equals to, what is the value of z? 8x plus 10y. So the first point is what? 0 comma 7. The second one is what? 1.5 comma 4, and the third one is what? 4.5 comma 2. So we'll replace the value of x by 0 and y by 7. So here we got 70. Okay, so 8 into 1.5 plus 10 into 4. So 10 fours are 40, and this is 120. So 12 will come because your decimal is there. So 40 plus 12, it will give 52. And the last one is what? 8 into 4.5 plus 10 into 2. Okay, so this will be 36 plus 20, 56. So here we got the answer of z also. As for this sum, we have to find the minimize z. So that means the smaller value. So here the smaller value is 52, where at f 1.5 comma 4. So here the value of z will be minimum. So we'll write the final step. Minimum value of z is 52, where at the point f 1.5 comma 4. Understood? So that was a sum based on three linear inequation, where all the three linear equation contain same symbol, that was greater than equal to. So let's have a quick revision. As we saw the first one, it contained two linear inequation, and both the equation having the same connection, it was less than equal to. In the second equation, a second sum, we saw again there was two linear inequation, but the connection for both the equation was greater than equal to. Then we took third example. There was two linear inequation, but for the first one it was less than, and the second one for the second one it was greater than. So we had completed with the first part, that was less than equal to, even with the second method also, even with the third also, less than and greater than also. Then in the fourth sum, where we took more than two linear inequation, but the connection it was less than equal to. Then after that, in the fifth sum, again we saw there was more than two linear inequation, but the connection for all the three, it was greater than equal to. Okay, So in the next lecture we'll take one or two example based on where you will see there will be more than two linear inequation containing both less than as well as greater than. So in the next lecture we will complete this graphical method. Till then, goodbye. See you in next lecture.